first, you've had quite an ordeal since last fall. I guess just kind of walk me through kind of what happened and where you're at now.
So basically how it started is I was just losing a lot of weight rapidly. And we kind of noticed at bowling, like I was having trouble throwing my ball, everything was really heavy. And so my mom made an appointment at my, what is it called?
Just our PCP, her regular doctor.
And they originally were gonna just like put me on some anxiety and depression meds because they thought I was just depressed. And then like she decided to feel around my stomach, and she kind of like touched me like on my lower abdomen, and it kind of hurt. So she decided to do a blood test, and when they did that, they basically found that like my levels were super high, and like that meant I could have a tumor. So they sent me to the ER, and they found a giant, like 18 centimeter tumor in my stomach. And then I was sent to Iowa City, and it kind of...
Yeah, they said it was the size of a football in her abdomen.
Yeah, so it kind of just spiraled from there.
And
This is something that high school students don't typically go through. This had to be a giant shock.
Yeah. It really was. I lost my best friend to ovarian cancer last January. So to hear your daughter have the same thing, it was rough. It's not the same ovarian cancer, thank God. But the shock of it, yeah, initially it was a lot. That day is one I won't forget. It was we were just going in for, a checkup to see, we all thought she was depressed. She was still doing life, she was just tired all the time and losing weight. So to come out of it with an ovarian cancer diagnosis was crazy.
As parents, we do everything that we can to protect our children, and then you come up with something you can't protect your children from. So how do you kind of work through this process with her from A to Z, and then thankfully come out better on the end of it?
Yeah, so every day we just did like, we're gonna get through today, and the entire staff at the Stead Family Children's Hospital helped us a great ton. It's a well-oiled machine down there, so they knew things before we did, obviously, what was coming. So that's all we did. We just looked at what are we doing today, we're going to get through today, and then just the next step. But you could tell her ultimate goal was to get back to bowling. I never saw her get upset. Even when they were like, you have cancer, she was like, okay. The only time I ever saw her get upset was when there was a little bit of pushback for her to get back to bowling. They initially told her 6 weeks, and then when it approached that 6 weeks, they're like, maybe we should do a couple more weeks. She got pretty upset, and that didn't end up being the case, thankfully, but that was the only time.
Delanie, you go into surgery pretty quickly after the diagnosis. How scary is this whole process?
Terrifying. I mean, because I haven't had surgery since I was like a really little girl, and the only surgery that I thought I was going to get up to that point was like getting my wisdom teeth out. So when they're like, yeah, we have to cut your stomach open and take a giant tumor out of you, it's pretty scary.